Welcome back for the Mobile Gaming Fanatics. I'm MyTyme, this is Top Drives, and first of all I want to say sorry. I think I missed a trick by not bringing you a video over the weekend of the Jesco finals. Now while I didn't do particularly well, I was farming it to begin with. Yes, I was down in rank 500, 499 because I knew that I could not do well enough to get the actual prize car, so I decided to farm the event. And as a result, I actually didn't show you me farming it, and in the end I still came, well, I came think 40th it was, so I was super lucky to hold on to the Maserati Quattroporte as a result. But here you can see, 1 day old. With just under a day to go, I started moving up the ranks, putting in my best team, and then in the final just under 4 hours I even stopped playing the game. I was at 27th, just left it, and I still managed to get top 40, so extremely lucky. But I feel I've missed a trick not bringing that to you guys and showing you how I got there. So hopefully if there's another try series that I know 100% definitely got no chance of getting the prize car, I will try and show you what farming it looks like, because I was obviously able to get all those 3-star pulls along the way from the board picks, and I was still able to get the prize that I wanted, which was mainly the carbon fiber. I don't recommend doing this if you are trying to push for the top 10 unless your deck is extremely strong, you know you can easily get there, because you may need the points earlier on to help you maintain a top 10. But if you've got an amazing deck and you definitely know you can get top 10, you can obviously do the same thing as well. So trick missed, but moving forward, a trick we can catch on to, and that is, I based this on suggestion from one of you, which is Rosh555. You asked me in a previous video, could I please open 2 Italian premium packs on your behalf? So yes I can, but it made me think, what could I do to make this just a little bit more interesting, a little bit more exciting, and a bit more interactive with you guys? Well, I thought I will open 2 premium Italian packs. Now if I should pull a legendary, I will then give Rosh a Google or Apple voucher so that he can come and purchase a carbon fiber pack in return as a thank you. Now the idea is that I would not have opened these packs on my own, so I'd just gone for normal ceramic packs. So if I get something amazing like a legendary from it, then I will reward you with a carbon fiber pack. In fact, because of the way the vouchers work, you even have some more cash left over. So good luck, good luck, good luck to you, and good luck to me. Now if you want to enter on a video where I do a premium pack opening like this, whether it's US, whether it's the 90s, anyone, then you just need to comment the 2 times pack you would like me to open. Make sure it's a premium, so not a carbon fiber. It can be a duplicate, so it could be a premium Italian cars again. Just because, for example, someone else has picked it doesn't mean you can't pick it. And then I will each time use a random number generator along with the person's comment in order to decide whose go it is. Now please note, it's only going to be on videos where I've done this opening. So for example this video, if I do another video and I don't do a premium opening on behalf of you viewers, then putting a comment on that video won't count, so just bear that in mind. So first of all, Rosh, you got a chance here. Good luck, buddy. Let's go, champ. Let's get a legendary. So first of all, pack 1, premium Italian cars. Now obviously an epic is really good and an ultra rare, but I can't give out rewards for those. It's got to be just a legendary. It's got to be the big boy. If I get one of the big boys, then okay, Lamborghini Miura, then I'm going to reward you 2. So pack 1 didn't go quite as well as I would have hoped, but let's see. I've already got a Miura, so I won't be building another one. Let's go through the rest of these for the moment. And okay, 1 last chance. Good luck. 2 mirrors. Okay, well, sorry Rosh, I tried, mate. I tried, but somebody else, maybe you will have more luck the next time this happens. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go to the events very quickly. Now today I wanted to kind of focus on the set the seats event and just show you a little bit of theory crafting when it comes to building a team. But before that, Street Racer, I will come over it because there is still over a day to go in this. This is a performance based event, performance tire based event with street racers or muscle cars. Now we have seen quite a few events come out with Hutch's new requirements, including multiple requirements where you have to use a certain number of specific cars. I'm quite a big fan of it. I think it's really good to introduce these new challenges and new way of playing the game. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I know some people have commented that it's been a bit too specific, but honestly I really hope it kind of goes along that way a bit more, because it will encourage people to diversify their garages. It's also going to mean that you won't necessarily want to be hoarding 4, 5, 6 of the same car, because, well, 6 maybe is a bit of an exaggeration, but you get the idea, 4 or 5 of the same car for events, because you're not going to be able to use all of them. So it's not just going to be a case of whoever has, for example, 4 Caterham Superlights maxed out wins the event. Okay, so big fan. Anyway, when we come to this one, 5 performance tyre, 3 of them have to be street racer or muscle car. So my street racer slash muscle cars happen to be my Evo, couple of Evos and the Maloo, because I do know there are some city streets tracks, and I've got 2 4-wheel drive cars because of the rain in this event. So I will show you I'm currently in the top 10, hoping to remain in the top 10. Doesn't mean that I will sit there. Let's just play out my 2 tickets and give you an idea of how I am strategizing. So first of all, I know that the show one is going to be pretty useful, so that goes there for a 50-point victory. I also know that my Porsche 911 is a pretty decent car as well. So what I would do in this situation, I would take the tie, I would take the victory, I would take the victory in the Tokyo Loop, and I'll put the Maloo in the Tokyo Bridge, because I think it's probably the best track for it to actually not lose by too many points. Now the Porsche 911 will win there, so that's nice. We've got a few points in the bag already. I know I'm going to lose this, but the Subaru is not going to beat it by much. There you go, just 50 points. Bit underwhelming, the Subaru, unfortunately. I know that I'm going to get the victory here because the Evo 10 is just fractionally better. Then we take a tie here, and finally victory on the last lap, on the last track with the Bugatti. So this is the team I've used. It's definitely not a top 2 or 3 team, because I would have to max out, definitely have to max out more on the Porsche and the Bugatti to try and push into that kind of region. But it is a top 10 place, or a top, in this case, a top 30 place. Now the interesting thing about this event is 1 to 6 does get a carbon fiber. So as ever, I call these kind of honey trap events where they want you to, the game wants you to try and push for a top 6 rank, or a top 2 when there's only 100 people. However, can see myself not play many games, okay, but I am on the cusp and it's not too many points away. So let's see if I have a team which could realistically challenge with the current top 6. And I believe, Wally, you are in the top 6. Pretty sure you are. So let's see. Come on, let's go, champ. Come on. Let's see, can we do this? Right. Great. Pretty simple here. What I'm going to do. For some of you, you might be thinking, I don't see it being simple, but it is. We have to put the show on here, because I have to win the hairpin road. I need to take a victory out. No, I'm going to lose a twisty circuit, whatever. So as a result, I take a victory on a twisty road with the Evo. I take a victory on the G-force test with the Lancer. I take a defeat on a twisty circuit, but it shouldn't be by much more than 50 points. And medium city street, I take a defeat, and hopefully it's not too many points. This might not be the best track set to play this guy Wally against. It might not. I mean, I might still scrape it still. I'm thinking I win this by 150 to 140. That's my prediction. Depends how many points I lose by here. Get home. Oh, that's a few points. It's a few points. Okay, that's not too bad though. It means I've got a little bit of breathing room here with the Porsche. I can lose 23 points, so less than 73. Get home. Yes, it's less than 73. There we go. So shouldn't be too bad. There we have it. Well, it doesn't mean I can beat all of them, but that was Wally. Let's see the next person. Let's just try once more. Wasn't going to do this, but you know, let's just see. So we come up to Yuri Schmidt. Okay, let's try Yuri. Now I can see, oh, there's the mile. This is bad. Okay, well, we've got an upgrade into the show on, so we take a victory here. I know I can't win this. I think it makes sense to take the victory here, the defeat here. should win on the waterfront drag. I will lose on the mile, and I will probably lose by a bit, but hopefully if it's only about 75 points, we might be able to scrape a victory here. We might. Now, track sets are going to be really important. You know, there will be some people who I can beat on one track set and can't beat on the other, so I would have to pay attention to who I was coming up against. But potentially here, I could sneak a top 6. We should win this, even though I've got a 4-wheel drive. There's just no MRA really with a Dodge Challenger. Now that gives me 122 points, which I can't lose by. Get in. Oh my. Oh, spoke too soon. Oh, there we go. Easy. I knew it. I knew I had it in the bag. I just mathematically calculated that by only joking. That was a bit of luck. But anyway, there is absolutely no reason now why, if I want to, I cannot compete for a top 6 place. Yes, I'm probably going to get smashed down a bit more, and all these people can probably beat me. But there is a chance here, guys. I might invest a bit more time into this event and see how it goes. I'll see. If it goes okay today, I'll bring you an update tomorrow, and hopefully that'll be another carbon fibre pack in the bag. But let's get back on to what today's was going to be about, and that is take the Seats the Limit event. Now, more standard UK tracks, UK cars, 2 seats, kind of what we're used to seeing from the requirements with Hutch. As ever, what I recommend doing first is going to the KT Play Park, going to events, seeing that Mousetrap, for example, has put up a lovely take it to the streets post with the track sets, and seeing what your cars are going to be required to do first of all. So we can see here it's all rain, a few drags. We go to the next one, city streets medium, 3 city streets medium, all rain. Go to the next one, all rain again, twisties, and the last one, all rain, twisties. So we scroll through and we can say, oh, let's take it to the streets. Sorry, my bad. I was going to say this didn't look like the one I looked at not too long ago. Error. The Seats the Limit. Here we go. This is better. Right, same thing again. Come in and we see, okay, twisty, lovely, bit of speed. Here we got one mixed, rain, twisty. Here we've got more twisties, bit of rain, and here we have bit of drag, dry. Okay, so there's a bit of a mix set here. So when it comes to building your team, I would suggest one of 2 approaches. The first approach I would suggest, and you see a lot of people doing, is you're looking for a fairly balanced lineup, and in that case something like here would, and this is just an example, okay, I'm not going to go and put the team out 100%, but it'd be something like we've got some twisties, we've got some cars which will do okay in the rain, bit of speed. We're going to go down and we're going to pick standard tyres for some wet, and we're going to pick something for the twisty. Okay, now as an example, this is what you would do. So you're going to pick a fairly kind of balanced all-round team. So with a team like this, you're going to hope to win by very few points. Okay, very few points. Now you can see someone here has gone for a very strong team and then put in a couple of weaker cars. Now personally, I don't think that there's much point you having a Caterham Superlight in this event, but I'll come to why in just a moment. Next person again has gone for a couple of strong cars and some weaker cars. So we'll just play Peter to show you how this kind of hand would play. So you would know you're going to lose the fast circuit and the North Loop. So you've got to get 3 victories against the other car. So we know twisty circuit wise, we can get a victory with the Lotus. Now we were obviously hoping for more rain when we were playing the Caterham. That is what the advantage was. We saw some wet track sets. The Caterham was in there to give us an advantage. Not worked out that way. So we're going to twisty one here. Now for the mountain slalom, we know North Loop is going to be a big fast man. I don't really have much choice here. Going to have to put in the Aero Atom, and then I will put my 2 cars over here to hopefully lose by as few points as possible. Now I'm going to note this isn't the hand or the team that I've used in the event so far. I'm just giving you an example using my tickets to show you how this kind of team would work out. So you know you've lost 137 points, but as long as you win the other 3 rounds by 50 points each, it's irrelevant. Now we're going to just about win that. Okay, that was a bit lucky, but you get the idea. Could have put in 2 of the Lotus 350s and gone a bit lower here with a 7270, but here you can see we have taken a balanced hand. I like to call this a balanced hand, and that is literally what you're going to do. Win by a few points. That is your aim. You're not going to destroy anyone. You're just going to win by a few points. And this is a team trying to keep us around the top 10. Now, this is a tactic a lot of people will employ. Some people will then go a different way, and they will try and be extremely good on a couple of the track sets and not so good on the others. So for example, what they would do is they would notice there's a mixed circuit and twisty, so they'll bring in the Ford Escort Rally Spec, knowing they can be really good on that mixed circuit. It's going to give them quite a few points, and if not, it can go on karting, twisty, etc., because it's quite a light car. It's quite a good all-round car. Shame there's no City Streets track, because it would really excel there as a backup car. And then they would potentially build a hand around this. So it may be let's just do it again. Okay, let's just say we take in, let's say we try the same tactic, and then that gives us a bit more room to bring in a couple of epics, and we go for right, there is some drags. So we say we take a speed one to try and with some of the drags. No, in fact, we'll keep the CC, and then we also bring in, there you go. Okay, so now they have tried to build a team around a specific track set, and hopefully we get it. We didn't get it. We didn't get the mixed track set one, but we can see Tanzi Ping here got a similar idea. Bought him the rally. Good, cool. It can go in G-Force, could go on Twisty Road. Let's have a see. We've got the mile. Well, we're going to put the mile. We're going to do the hill climb. Now, I've got a bit of a dilemma, because we can lose quite a few points on the hill climb. So instead, we'll put the CC on the hill climb, and we will put the Jaguar on the 1 mile. We know we can lose the Forest Road. We can win the G-Force test. We can win the Twisty Road, and we will take a defeat on the Forest Road with the Escort. So it didn't play out in our favour this time. Okay, but the team is still quite balanced. So hopefully if we pick our opponents right, we can still eke out the victory. We've taken that one car, which we think is going to be key on a specific track set, and we're praying for that track set, and if we don't get it, it's still good enough to help us in a different way. So if you look here, Forest Road still only lost 52 points, okay, so it hasn't got absolutely annihilated. Although we didn't get to use it on the track we wanted to, hasn't got annihilated. Give us a chance at the end, and we bring it home, so we've still got the victory. So we've built a team based on a specific 1 or 2 of the track sets, but knowing that if we aren't fortunate enough to get that track, then we still have a chance. We can still get a victory. Now, the option which I have decided to use, and which you will see, I would say a lot of the people towards the top rankings will use, is when you try and build a team based around 4 of your cars, and you have 1 throwaway car. Okay, a 4-1 strategy is fairly popular in the game, and I'd say is pretty meta. So for me, for example, knowing there is some speed, etc., I put in my 2 McLarens. Okay, so here are my 2 big hitters as it currently stands. I don't pick the Caterham Superlight, because I feel while it does have great handling and everything, it doesn't perform well in the rain, and it also doesn't perform well on the North Loops or the drags, etc. So it's pretty specialist. If you're going to spend 82 RQ on a car, I think you want to be able to put it in multiple positions. You don't want to just have it on one circuit, and I feel unfortunately, with given the variety of the different conditions, etc., in this current event, I don't feel the Caterham for 82 RQ is worth the money. So that is the first part. The second part is I am then also going to bring in the Ford Rally, because it can do a bit of everything, and especially for that mixed track. So here is where I am playing my hand. Okay, now I also then decided that I need a proper throwaway car, a proper car which is going to lose, but hopefully not lose too badly. And I was using the Grand Tourer. I have been working on it. It wasn't maxed out, so it'll be even a little bit better now. We put that in, and now we can see it leaves me with 58 RQ, and off the top of my head, straight for that 340R. So I have two cars that I'm going to try and go for a win, a car that can do a bit of everything, a car that can challenge, and a car which is going to be a throwaway. Now this is the kind of team that I have opted to go for. We'll play the first person, show you how it pans out. Now again, we haven't got the track set to make the most out of the Escort, so I could drop the Escort out of this lineup and go for something else, but you know, let me just show you how it plays out first. So first of all, City Tour is going to be tricky because the Vulcan isn't going to be easy to beat. Now, the Escort isn't great for this lineup either, but what I would do here is I would put I'm going to have to put one of my McLarens against the Vulcan. I have no choice. I also feel from the twisty roads perspective, I feel that I'm gonna have to put this on something dry. I kind of can't give away too many points in the sprint, so I feel I have to go there. I feel I take the slalom. I just have to give away points like this and hope that we can still win the City Tour. Not sure I can beat the Vulcan, to be honest with you. We will find out. I need to do a little bit more leveling up of those McLarens to beat it, but we will see. Okay, good, we do. Now the MRA of the Vulcan isn't great, which is probably something which helped me there. If it was a drag, a long drag, I'd fancy it. Now the rain isn't good for the Escort, but yeah, maybe. To be fair, I was going to lose the other way as well, wasn't I? So this is always a defeat, unfortunately, against this person. So now some of you out there might be saying, why did you use that? Why are you using that formation then? If you lost with it, you won with all the others. But obviously I was playing slightly better people. But let's try it out again. The idea here we go. It's going to work better in this lineup where we can actually put in the Escort, when we can go and get a victory, because I know that my cars are fast enough. I know I can get a victory on the Cardin circuit, and we'll just throw away in the mountain hairpin. So this is the track set where it really excels, and I'd like to try it again once I'm back inside the top 10 against the highest person I can go against. As ever, as with all strategies, you do have to try and pick your opponents, because there will be certain people whose hands will counter you, and you're just going to have to accept that. You can't be, it's very hard to pick a lineup which is going to definitely beat everyone. But as you can see here, always know I'm going to lose with the Grand Tourer, so my aim is to try and win the other 4 matches, or I have to win 3 of them pretty handsomely, lose 1 by 50, and then obviously hope that the Grand Tourer doesn't get absolutely annihilated. Now this one's a lot more comfortable because the track set fared up much better with me. Got a nice few points to begin with the Ford. That's the whole point of having the Ford. Yes, it was in the rain, but it was leased on the mixed surface, which did help it with its tyres. So there we go. We managed to get a victory. For the last one, let's come up. Let's test it out again. We will come up a bit higher. We will come up and play. How high can we go? Claudio. Okay, so here we go. This is somebody who is currently in the top 10. And this doesn't have the track set, which is going to help us with the Escort. So we know hill climb is fairly important. So we will try and get as many points as possible of hill climb by the acceleration from the McLaren 720S. So that's going to be a nice few points for us. Now we also know that 1 mile with the McLaren 675 we can get a nice few points. I've just got to look for one more victory here. So in this example, the best thing I think I can do is take the victory in the G-Force, and then I say, okay, Forest Road, we're going to put the Escort. It shouldn't lose by too many. Yes, the TVR is going to get destroyed in Twisty Road, but if it stays down to about 200 points, then it is going to be easily overcome in this current track set, because my cars suit this kind of track set pretty well, considering we don't have the dirt, because I've got 2 cars that are designed for drag, well, pretty good at drags anyway, should we say. Both those McLarens, here we go, just under the 200 point mark. Both those McLarens are going to do pretty well, especially against cars where they have quite a big advantage over the drag setting. So we do lose there, which we expected. However, we just need to win this one by 50 points, which we're going to do comfortably. And there is the victory. So this is the kind of score that I'm looking for with this team. I'm looking to make the most out of my two McLarens. They both have to be victories. I'm also looking to win with the 340R, and if I'm extremely lucky, I get a victory with the Escort. Worst case scenario, I lose by 50. And we hope that the Grand Tour can go onto a track where it doesn't get absolutely annihilated. So you can pick whichever works for you. If you're newer to the game, you may find you have to try and go for the more balanced approach because you don't have enough of the stronger cars to be able to do a 4 strong cars, 1 weak car kind of strategy, or 3 and 2 as maybe you might say mine is. 3 kind of stronger specialized cars, 1 in the middle to kind of do okay, and then 1 to throw away. But they're the kind of ways which you're going to see people building their teams when it comes to an event. So if you found this video enjoyable, helpful, please let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget, if you want to enter into the chance to get a carbon fiber pack on me and a little bit of extra gold on top, then let me know what 2 premium packs you'd like me to open in the next video where I do an opening. I will pick it from a random number generator, which I give each comment a random number. And bear in mind, you can also say a pack or a premium pack which has already been suggested by somebody else or opened in previous videos. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm MyTyme. Peace out, and I'll see you all soon.